had to hold my composure. The movie was good. I think for those that are criticizing it are looking way too deep into it. It does have things that you might want to pick apart, but it was definitely a good reality of who Micheal was, what he went through, a storyline, especially for this new generation that doesn't get to know Micheal the way that we do from our 80s and 90s babies. And it's something that I think that everybody should see. I cried probably about 5 times, but I think for those who haven't seen it will love it. I'd have to say 90% of the people I know love it. I mean, don't even listen to the few critics, because I was listening to the few critics and I was like, really? It's like that? I was nervous. I was like, what did they portray? I couldn't unsee the politics that played out of Janet not wanting to be a part of it. I couldn't unsee it. I didn't even know that she didn't want to be a part of it. I just was like, okay, she doesn't want to be a part of it. So they made sure not to put her role in it. But I couldn't unsee that. And I was like, dang, it would have been really nice to see Janet. Because there were moments that I saw Jafar, the Micheal Jackson nephew, I saw parts of Janet in him, and I was just like, oh my gosh, it just would have been so nice to see. But if you're planning to go see it, go see that thing, because it is so worth it, every bit of it. It's gonna make you cry, it's gonna make you feel mad, angry, all up and down. The reality of what Micheal went through. You're gonna be wondering, why is he not here? Why did they do him like that? They took his whole life, and he just was a good person. And it just makes me reflect on how much of a good person I try to be, and you don't have your haters. And I have to say, it also depends where you watch it, what part of the world, what part of the city. There were less people that looked like me in there, and nobody was getting all hype. I was getting hype. Me and my cousin, we was getting hype. And I wasn't being loud and like ghetto, but I was definitely being hype, because it was like Rock With Me, Thriller. It was all the jams, and I just couldn't stop rocking. And then I was like rooting for him. So every time he told Joseph, his daddy, something, and he used his voice and he stood up to him, or he had a moment where he like looked back at him like, yeah, I said it, I said what I said. And I was like, yes, Micheal, yes. I was just so excited. It was just moments of just like, this is what he had to go through. Micheal, our Micheal. And then they try to tear him apart later down the line of all these accusations that were not true. I will not believe those to this day. And the proof of who he was and how he became who he was, to me, it just showed that he was a loving man, and this is who he was. And I'm glad that they showed it like this, because listen, trauma will hurt you, and trauma will make it look ugly in your growing process. But don't believe what they say out there. You go ahead and be you. Go through your growing process. You ain't gonna like it, but that's what I got out of this. And I know through my growing process, it ain't look pretty, but they gonna accuse you whether you on the stage or off the stage. And that's how I see this. And I loved every part of the Micheal Jackson movie. So go see it if you haven't seen it.